India's decision to send 65 soldiers to the Zapad 2025 War Games. A massive Russian-Belarusian military exercise that included simulations of nuclear weapons launches has rattled NATO and the United States. But why? And what does it mean for India's foreign policy at a time of shifting global power balances? Stay with us as we explain the context, the consequences, and what lies ahead. Zapad 2025, held between September 12th and 16th, was the first major Russian-Belarusian exercise since Moscow's invasion of Ukraine 3 years ago. The drills included simulations for nuclear weapon launches, a show of force clearly designed to unsettle Europe. International military analysts have already called it an intimidation tactic, meant to send a message to NATO countries, especially Poland, which borders Belarus. For India, participation was seen very differently. In New Delhi, military and diplomatic circles view this move as a way to deepen operational collaboration with Russia, a long-standing defense partner. India's armed forces continue to operate on a bulk of Russian-origin military hardware. While the government pushes for Atmanirbhar Bharat, or self-reliance in defense, this transition is not possible in the short term. But this comes at a complicated time. Relations with the United States and the European Union are already strained. Disagreements over Russian oil imports and trade tariffs have created turbulence. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas openly warned that India's energy deals with Moscow and its participation in military drills were obstacles to cooperation. Yet, she admitted that India cannot completely decouple from Russia and that Brussels and Delhi need to keep talking. The United States, meanwhile, has been closely watching. It sent observers to the Zapad exercises and remains wary. Washington has already tried to pressure India through punitive tariffs, in some cases over 50%. But India has resisted, refusing to either retaliate or concede critical strategic ground. Interestingly, this week President Donald Trump reached out to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, ostensibly with a birthday wish, but seen as a subtle signal of a possible reset in India-US ties. Yet, India's presence at Zapad 2025 complicates that outreach. The US is worried India is being pulled closer to both Russia and China, especially within BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. This isn't just about geopolitics, it's about history. NATO remembers 2022, when Russia's invasion of Ukraine came immediately after similar war games in Belarus. The memory is fresh, and Zapad 2025 has only reinforced those fears. Poland recently shot down armed Russian drones in its airspace, the first direct Russian incursion into NATO territory since the war began. Since 2022, there have been 11 such incidents. India's participation in Zapad 2025 underlines a broader reality. Global geopolitics is now more fluid than ever. With wars raging in Ukraine and West Asia, traditional alliances are being reshaped. India has made it clear it will pursue strategic autonomy, working with multiple partners, but always on its own terms. For NATO and the US, that makes New Delhi a powerful, but unpredictable player.